Hello everyone, welcome back to Tabros Outdoors. We're going on a little trip. Myself and Jonathan and my wife Kashaya are all headed to New Mexico for a black bear hunt. We are currently in western Kansas, about to the junction of Oklahoma and Colorado and New Mexico all together. We're not going into New Mexico very far. We're going to a private ranch, like I said, to do some black bear hunting. Jonathan's got a tag and I have a tag. Kashay is just along for this trip since she shot her elk last year. So hopefully we have some luck. Unfortunately, we only have 2 days to hunt because we have to get back for a wedding on Friday and the season opens Tuesday, and it is Sunday, August 14th, so we're going to get there this evening, and then we're going to have all day tomorrow to do some scouting, and then hopefully get something Tuesday or Wednesday, and then head home sometime either Wednesday evening or Thursday. So we will keep you guys up to date. Well, here's a corner post of Texas that way, Oklahoma that way, and New Mexico that way. Just got to stop by. We figured we'd do that. I've been here once. Jonathan has not, so he can say he's been to Texas now. We're basically right at an hour. Well, a little more than that actually. Hour 15 from the ranch. So the road trip's almost over and we'll be there shortly. Alrighty, well, we just pulled into the ranch. As you guys can see, all of those, what I would call mountains, are part of it. Like I said, it's a private ranch, a good friend of ours. We've got about 11,500 acres to our disposal. But like I said, unfortunately, we only got 2 days to hunt. But we will work with what we got, and I will show you guys around. Well, we made it in here to the lodge, if you will, and got everything unpacked. I can show you guys around. There's an upstairs of this place, little eating area, a living area. Do have a TV right there, a little kitchen. This is going to be Jonathan's room in here, and Kashaya's and I's room in here, and then bathroom in here. Like I said, this is basically a pole barn with a finished out section. There's an upstairs and a downstairs. There is a few other hunters upstairs one is the owner's grandson and the other guys are his buddies, so they're out here hunting as well. So there are a few other hunters, but like I said earlier, this is 11,500 acre ranch, so there's plenty of acreage to go around. The owner, who stays out here most of the summer, obviously into the fall and such, said that he's been seeing like no problem from the lodge, 4 bears a day. So we'll see how that goes. He said they were moving a little bit different the past couple days, but we'll get that figured out tomorrow as we scout and see how that goes. So we got everything unpacked, and I think we're going to go over have some supper. I think he said he's cooking some wild turkey. See how that goes. So we're out here scouting. Unfortunately, in our haste, we got done eating and then came directly out here. I forgot the camera, so I'm using my cell phone, but I'm behind this bush, the cedar bush here, to get out of the wind. He's seen, I think he said 4 pretty regularly out here. We got the other group of guys. There's only one shooter, but there's a couple guys with him on that side of the property. They got a trail camera notification. They saw a pretty good one. They guessed it to be about 350 pounds, which is fairly sizely black bear. So we're out here on the up on a hill, scouting, trying to see if we can't find those 4 that he's been seeing. Seen some elk, all cows, I think, and we have seen 4 nice muley bucks and 1 muley doe, so that's pretty cool. But get my camera flipped around and show you guys what exactly we're looking at. Okay, so there's Cachet and Jonathan. That way's west, obviously, because of the sun setting. I'm going to stay behind this bush because of the wind, but this wraps around on over here. Muleys are right down and there. Elk are over here. But the bears that he's been seeing have been over here. Those guys went up on over that way. His property goes up over those hills quite a ways. And there's the house down there. Jonathan ranged it just over a mile away. Here's our view looking back east, which is pretty spectacular. We're up on a nice little hill here, like I said. So really, really sweet. We'll have all day tomorrow to scout, and hopefully we have some luck. That's okay. Us Midwesterners are not used to this dry air. It's like 18% humidity right now. It was like 80 degrees 30 minutes ago, but it feels about like 70 degrees. And our eyes are getting dry, our noses are drying out, contacts are drying out. So as you can hear, Cachet is sniffling over there. Still no bears. Seen quite a few elk, a few more mule deer. We'll come back out here in the morning, probably get it figured out, but we're getting ready to pack it in and head back to the lodge. morning, August the 15th. Season opens tomorrow, Tuesday the 16th. We're out here doing a little more glassing. I'm here on the spotting scope, checking all this out over here. Kashaya just walked up over the hill. She's right there. I don't know if you can see her right there, looking up over this hill on the side of that mountain over there. Jonathan went on the other side of these bushes over here, trying to see further that way and then see if we can't see over this little rise. Nothing, no bears so far this morning. We've been getting some good trail camera pictures though, so we know the general area that they're in. One was yesterday evening, like 6 o'clock, and one was last night, sometime in the night, I'm not for sure. So we'll try to get them figured out. We're trying to stay kind of far away of where we know for sure there's some, just because we don't want to go in there and spook them. You back up over and over that hill over there. Well, Freshman Westerners, that'd be a mountain. But the other hunter and that group, they went on that side of the property over there, a couple miles that way. So, is having a good time. It's supposed to be high of like 85 today. It's 61 right now, so it feels really, really nice. The owner of this place told us last night that the DNR came out this summer and somehow they got a number, or approximately the number of bears he's got out here. He didn't say how many they got. He just said the DNR told him that he better get some more tags. So I guess there's plenty out here. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. It's supposed to be a high of like 75, but 70% chance of rain. I don't think they get too much rain at one time usually down here, so we'll see how that goes. He said it's been dry for the past week, so they have been coming in watering holes, but if it does rain, that might make that a bit tougher. We'll just see how it goes. The only thing we've seen this morning is a doe and a fawn, but we shall press on. Alright, little update for you guys. Today's our first full day of glassing. It's about 20 to 8 right now. We got here, I don't know, a little before 6. Kind of slow, didn't see any bears. Saw a couple of mule deer and some elk, that's about it. But we're going to go back to the lodge, get something to eat, and I think I'm going to check the zero in our guns and see what the rest of the day brings. Okay guys, what you just saw just then was us winding up the side of a volcano. We're about, I don't know, 12, 15 miles from the ranch, and not much going on there in the middle of the day, so we kind of decided to go do some sightseeing, and as you can see, some views up there, and there's no guardrail. It was kind of, I'm glad I'm on this side on the way down. I was tensed up a little bit, but thought I'd give you guys some context for that footage you guys just saw. Alrighty, so it's August 15th, the evening of August 15th that is, and tomorrow is opening morning back up here where we were last night. checking out the hillside over there and down at the bottom, and we can see over there too if we need to. But there are some guys over there in the lodge that are looking that way for us, so that's good. Like you guys saw earlier, no luck this morning seeing anything, but there's a front moving in tonight. It was like 88 degrees this morning or today, and the high tomorrow is supposed to be like 73, so 15-degree difference should be helpful. The only thing is, there's supposed to be rain coming in the evening, so it's probably not the best. Well, I say the evening, about 3 o'clock, so that might screw up our evening hunt, but we shall see. We got the owner's son is here. I think he's gonna be our guide for the morning, so that'll be helpful. So I'll keep you up to date if we see anything. So far I've just seen some elk and nothing else. Well, just get ready to head in. No bear sightings tonight again. Saw a bunch of elk, a few more mule deer. See what tomorrow brings. Go back to the lodge and see what the other guys saw, if anything. You can see there's that front rolling in. Like I said, it's supposed to start raining about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So we'll see what that brings. We did get our guns shot this afternoon, and surprisingly, they were off a little bit from the trip, which last year when we came here and Kashaya shot her elk, the gun held perfect zero the whole trip, so I don't know. The gun was in the cab last time in a hard case, with foam. And this time they were in the bed, same case, and we never hit any big bumps or anything, but I don't know. So I have to go home, check zero. Obviously altitude's going to play a little bit of a factor, but that should just be your up and down. Shouldn't have to do anything with left and right. I was shooting about 2 inches high, but my ballistics program that I use takes the elevation here into effect, so it automatically calculates for that. Like I said, last year it was perfect, so I'm not really for sure, but we got them dialed in, so should be able to, as long as Jonathan and I can do our part, shouldn't have any problems. Hopefully I feel comfortable out to probably 600 or 700 yards. I mean, I could go further, but it's pretty windy out here. So we'll go back to the lodge this evening and see what the game plan is for tomorrow morning. See you guys then. Okay, so we went out this morning, no luck. We're out glassing for a few hours and didn't see anything. Other hunters didn't see anything. So it's about 12:45. We're gonna just go sit and watch a water tank. Bears like to come get a drink, and then they said sometimes they'd like to swim in it even, so that would be kind of funny. But we parked side by side back there. Gonna walk up this trail. The water tank's about a quarter mile away, so we'll get set up and show you guys once we get there. So Kashay and I are set up here over a water tank, like I said earlier, using this cedar tree as our backing. We're only about 200 yards from it, but bears have very poor eyesight, a good nose, but very poor eyesight, so we don't have to be crazy concealed. I'm laying down, I'll be in the prone position, and then that short grass will kind of be covering me a little bit. The water tank is right over there, 200 yards, and it looks further than that on this camera. But we're expecting them to come from in front of us. Hopefully nothing comes from behind us. If not, I'll have to do the old switcheroo. But Jonathan got dropped off at another water tank, probably 2 miles west of here, that they've also seen bears get in and play around in. So we shall see what this brings. Unfortunately, we can't sit here for the rest of the evening because there's a pretty big storm rolling in at around 3 o'clock, and it's 1 o'clock now, so we got 2 hours. And they say you do not want to be caught out in a thunderstorm out here, which I believe it. So we'll sit here and see what happens. Alrighty, well, we got rained out. We kind of had to bug out. We were about, I don't know, mile and a half from the lodge. There's a couple dark clouds, but there's light skies behind it, and all of a sudden a cell just popped over us. So we had to hurry up and get out of there. As you can see, I changed my clothes already, but I need to check the weather. I'm not sure how long this is supposed to last. I think the rest of the evening, but if we do catch a break anytime before now and the end of shooting light, we can always go back out, at least glass, because it's only 2:45 and sunsets at 7:45. So we shall see. They got a half-inch of rain last night. I think they're expecting like almost 2 inches today. So we shall see how it pans out. Well, since we got a little downtime, we'll probably go over to the main lodge and see what everyone's up to. The other group of hunters went after a pronghorn. They saw bedded down with a bow. Don't believe they had any luck because they were over there. Nothing was hanging up. But we can go see what kind of story they got to tell. And then after that, might come back, enjoy my popcorn, a drink, and a book. Nice little place to chill out. Got our guns drying out. And they did get a little bit wet when we were walking back to the side-by-side. But other than that, we're just going to chill. Well, it's the morning of Wednesday the 17th, 9 o'clock. We've been out here since 5:30, I believe. It rained all day yesterday afternoon. I think they got basically 2 inches, which is, ironically, I believe like a fifth of the total rain that they get all year. Just happened to be when we were here. We went to one spot this morning, glassed for an hour. Didn't see anything. Came over to where we are now. Been here for about an hour. Haven't seen anything. We heard the other guys shoot, and we texted one of the guys back at the lodge and said they did shoot one. So that's good for them. So I think we're going to get ready to head back and see what the plan is. There's a chance of rain this afternoon. Not as quite as much as yesterday. I think maybe 60 or 70%. So we'll see what that brings, but I don't know. It's not looking too good. If it starts raining this afternoon, we may just bug out half a day early and get on the road instead of having to drive all day tomorrow in one drive. Be a little bit nicer to split it up. So I think we'll head back and we shall see what's up. Alrighty, well, we're back out here. It's 12:35. Just had to come back out before the rain. It's supposed to start raining about 2:30, I believe. We are set up on the edge of some pine trees, overlooking a pond down there in this open field. Hopefully, there is a feeder down there, but the feeder does not have anything in it because you are not allowed to bait bears here in New Mexico. Nothing in it, and the flaps are shut. But every once in a while, the bears will come check it out. So we're sitting here waiting. Hopefully, something comes to check it out. Jonathan's probably half a mile back behind us. He's sitting up on a different spot. So we're just gonna sit here. Hopefully, something comes out within the next 2 hours. Kashaya's back there sitting on a log. So, we'll see how this goes. Well, no bear. It's 3 o'clock. It's supposed to start raining about 4. It's going to take us about 45 minutes to get back to the lodge, so we're going to head back. Haven't heard anything from Jonathan, so most likely he hadn't had any luck either. So unfortunately, unless something changes between now and when we get back, looks like it's a no bear this year. But there's always next year. And Kashaya didn't get invited to come shoot a turkey here next year. She wants to work on her slam, so we can look forward to that. So I do appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you at the next one.